the way now.
All right, sorry about that. Not that it's going to come up well or not. So we're all here, right? You know, May 21st has come and gone. Harold Campbell was completely wrong. I would be you guys. I was actually really looking forward to it. I was looking forward to never listening to Keith Olbermann, Bill Maher, or Joy Behar ever to Flux again. That would be a piece of heaven, you know what I'm saying? That's unbelievable. But, yeah, I was in a movie set the other day. They're actually going to be shooting a movie this month, and I went to the casting call for it. It's called I Hate You, Dad. I didn't know my 8-year-old had actually written an autobiography. But I'd never been to a casting call like that before. Now, if you're not familiar with it, you give them a picture, you fill out some information, and you put down any special abilities. And I didn't know what my hat size was. So when I got there, I said, you know, I'm really sorry, I don't know my hat size. Is fat a size? And she just kind of looked at me, and I said, and I was going to put masturbation under special abilities, but they didn't know how good you had to be for it to be special. You know what I'm saying? So my weekend's gone pretty rough. Started at Walmart. You know, I started exercising, trying to lose some weight. Was over at Walmart trying to pick up some new clothes. I'm standing in the fitting room line. The lady says, excuse me, sir, but you're only allowed 2 items. I have a shirt, a vest, and a box of colossal condoms. I was like, fine, hold on to the vest. I'll be back in a minute.
Sometimes I take the time.
So while I was there, I decided to pick up a talking scale because I needed a new scale. And so I get home and throw the batteries in the thing, put it on the floor, and it was really cool. Kind of had a voice like mine. It says, hello, step on me and I will tell you your weight. So I got on the thing and it goes, and then nothing. Nothing. So I get off, and it says, please put this unit back in the box and return it to the store which you bought, because it's illegal to own a baby hippo. So it's going back next Tuesday as soon as I can find all the parts. How about that Schwarzenegger thing? You guys see that coming? Schwarzenegger? Like 23 people having 2 kids at least? Man, you know, that's like Kennedy by association, you know what I'm saying? That made-for-TV movie is going to be really awesome, you know? Little Staffa, you have been chosen among many to bear the seed of my loins. Come forth and accept the seed of the Impregnator. It's going to be a fun movie, I think. Lots of weird shit in the news lately. You guys heard about this, it was on the news a couple weeks back, but there's a country in Africa that actually wants to make it illegal to fart in public. This is a true story, Malawi, Africa. I'm like, how the fuck? Well, first off, whatever happened that would make it illegal to fart in public? What kind of national event could have possibly have happened? And how are you going to enforce this? Like, is there some kind of excess butt-sniffing dog, you know, laying around? I mean, you're going to get written up for farting in public. I mean, shit, I've already gotten 3 citations while I've been standing up. Make that 4. But, you know, I don't really think of, like, one time that something like that. I could understand writing a thing about. When I was a kid, I went to Disney World with my family, and my brother and I went on the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea ride. Yeah, it was awesome, right? It was you go inside this little mini submarine and they seal you in. So my brother and I were sitting there. They sealed the door, and the fucking bastard next to me lights off the biggest deuce I have ever seen. And it wasn't just like, you know, it was like instantly everywhere. It was like etching itself into the portholes. My brother looks at me and says, what the fuck, dude? You couldn't have waited? You had to wait? What the fuck? We're sealed in here. And he's pulling out a Zippo lighter, and I'm like, dude, we're in an enclosed container. Don't do that. But somebody on the other side managed to get their lighter lit, and all I remember was this thump like a mortar and this blinding orange flash. unbelievable, but it took 6 months for my eyebrows to go back, you know? It was awful. It's awful. You're just picturing it, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah, no. But there was also, you know, I'm reading a lot about waste, fraud, and abuse in government. You guys know that the United Nations have actually appointed an ambassador to outer space? True. There's a guy named, a Malaysian astrophysicist named Maslow Othman, who is now the ambassador to outer space. If ET ever calls, this guy gets the phone call. Now how fucking cool is that? Think of all the shit you could get out of. Maslow, go mow the grass. Ah, sorry baby, we don't have reception in the backyard. Now we have to go to my mother's house for Christmas. Sorry, I'm on call. But I'm trying to figure out why they did that, right? Why would you make an announcement like that? And I can really only come up with maybe one of 3 explanations. One, that ET has already contacted us and they're trying to prepare the world for this. 2, they have an idea that this is going to happen soon, and thus they're preparing the world for it. Or 3, which I think is the more likely explanation, they were redoing the UN parking lot and had like 1 spot left over. Right? And they're like, hey, who the fuck aren't we ambassadors? Right? But there are people out there that actually think that Jesus Christ is a space alien. It's true, a small minority of people, but could you imagine the conversation between the German Pope and the Chinese Secretary General? Sir, I understand that you have appointed an ambassador to outer space. How lucky for you. How wonderful it is. Well, I tell you what. When little ET comes calling, you may answer the phone. But once the Christ comes back, that goes to my desk. Do you understand me? When little green men come calling, you may answer the phone. But when the little Jew boy comes back, he's mine! Pretty much offended every Catholic in this place. Am I right? I'll leave you with that one. So I'll bring up our round of applause, Mr. Riley Matthews. Give it up for him.